welcome once again to our Events&Parties. And we are up close and personal with a foremost trado medicine formulator, someone who has already carved a niche for himself in the trado medicine business. He is someone that has actually transformed what his grandfather has been doing over time, and he has been able to bring it to a level whereby it is widely, in fact, internationally accepted. He is not a pushover when it comes to trado medicine businesses. Someone who has already sustained his name, and he has practiced this business well over 4 decades ago. In his words, he said his grandfather would actually turn into a living tiger. He is an hunter, but he has already transferred all the knowledges down onto him, and he is being able to carry out all this UK, US, everywhere globally. He is known no other than the Chief Executive Officer of YEM-KEM International, Dr. AKINTUNDE AYENI. Good to have you, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
YEM-KEM is an international brand. In fact, the young man that I am, since I was very little, I've been hearing about Dr. AKINTUNDE AYENI from my father. How did the name become so international?
Thank you very much. AKINTUNDE AYENI. I've been in the practice for well over 40 years.
Wow.
And it's a practice that I inherited from my father. My father is a very powerful traditional doctor. Even my grandfather was a very powerful man. He's a powerful hunter, and he's a powerful traditional doctor. Likewise, my father. So I would say it's a family business. And I think it's from my part that I was able, because of my exposure and my knowledge, I was able to develop the traditional medicine into international standard. And from the beginning, I think the popular name many people knew me about, let's say 30 years ago, was Alafia Tayo.
Wow.
So that time I used to have a program, the program they normally run on NTA Teju Show, Channel 7. You know, it's a drama program where we normally discuss about the spiritual problems that affect human beings.
Wow.
In our society.
What year was that, sir?
That should be, I think the program was around 1991. It was around 1991. It runs for so many years. It used to be around on Tuesday from 10 o'clock to 10:30. You know, it's a drama being played by the late Alaji Yekini Agileye. You know, the drama will be about 15 or 20 minutes thereabouts. Then at the end of the program, I will discuss. You can discuss so many things like bad dreams, the causes of so many diseases that are related to the spiritual angles, like the infertility now. We used to establish that not all the infertility cases are natural. There are some women that they have problem of infertility that is related to spiritual problems, like having dreams. You know, there are some women that used to dream in the night that they are conceived, they give birth in the dream, they are even doing naming ceremony.
Wow.
Some even will dream that they are breastfeeding in the dream at night. All those things are related to the spiritual realms. And it has to be not all problems that are caused naturally can be treated with natural medicine.
Wow.
But problems that are spiritually inclined has to be treated in a spiritual way. Those are the things that we normally handle in Alafia Tap. Basically, our practice then was 75 to 80% of our major customer coming there was based on spiritual problems. I think that gave me a lot of popularity nationwide in Nigeria, Alafia Tayo. But we used to have a lot of people that having different diseases that are naturally caused as well. But after many years, I discovered that we need to move forward in terms of how we can develop our traditional medicine in Nigeria. Because if you look at our forefathers, despite the fact that they have the knowledge and they are so advanced in the practice of traditional medicine, a lot of people look down on them because of their, number one, because of the packaging of their products. They look down on them because of their lack of exposure. And if you look at our medicine, especially in Nigeria, the traditional medicine, no matter how efficacious or how potent that medicine might be, if the packaging is not well presentable, it's not good, people will not buy it.
Wow.
So that gave me the courage to travel outside Nigeria. I traveled to China, I traveled to Japan, I traveled to India to see how they have developed their own traditional medicine.
And how it is packaged.
You understand? And thereby I was able to see that there's nothing much different in our medicine. In fact, our own medicine here, traditional medicine, is more effective than all this traditional medicine in the other part of the world. But because of their packaging, you understand, people will patronize the imported traditional medicine than our own here.
Over our own
You understand?
traditional medicine.
Regardless of the content, regardless of how effective the product might be. So I said, okay, let me transform this our medicine so that it can be acceptable by all tribes, by all, regardless of your religion. Because the Christian will say, don't go to them, they are occultic, because they believe that anybody who practices herbal medicine is occultist. You understand? There are evil things of ritual, they are attached with different names, which is not like that. Because herbalism is a part in the traditional medicine. Traditional medicine is just a family name.
Okay. So it is broad. It is
broad, yes. Traditional medicine is like a family name. So under it, we have herbal medicine. Okay. Under it, we have spiritualism. Under traditional medicine, you have acupuncture. Under traditional medicine, you have homeopathic. Under traditional medicine, you have Ayurveda. Ayurveda is what they call herbal medicine in India. In Germans, what they believe is homeopathic. In China, they believe in acupuncture. All these therapies I've mentioned falls under traditional medicine. But in our own area, especially in the western side of Nigeria, we practice both herbalism and spiritualism together. You understand? Some specialize in the area of herbalism. Herbalism is a practice that is generally done in all parts of the world. They call them herbalists. You have them in Britain. There are British herbalists. There are German herbalists. We have American herbalists. Likewise in China. In fact, China, they have so developed that they have a university of traditional medicine in China.
Functioning.
Big traditional, in fact, they have a traditional hospital.
Wow.
In China.
That every of the care given to them.
Yes, in fact, when you go to their hospitals in China, it's in two areas. There is one of the Western medicine, there is one of traditional medicine. You understand? You see, the Chinese, they have developed their traditional medicine as far back as 4,000 years ago. You understand me now?
Yes,
so even in China today, they believe so much in traditional medicine than the orthodox medicine. Because that is what they believe. That is why you see it. And 80% of Chinese, when they eat, they drink tea. They believe in that tea. You understand? They believe in their herbal, their traditional medicine. That is why in China, they have one of the biggest traditional university. There's a university of traditional medicine in China. It's the biggest in the world.
Wow.
We have people from the secondary school. So those are the areas I think we have talked so many times that the government need to work on.
Okay.
But after that, I discovered that, you see, some people will say herbal medicine is too bitter. If you take herbal medicine, it's bitter, this and that. I changed that perspective from the herbal medicine, very bitter. We started to be encapsulating it. I'm the first.
And it's still the same.
Yes.
The potential, the efficacy.
Yes, I'm the first in Nigeria to introduce herbal medicine into capsulated form. When I introduce it, many people don't believe it. It's over. What I'm saying now is close to 30 years ago now. Many people don't believe it. That can it be happening? Is it true? In fact, many people believe that maybe before you can capsulate herbal medicine, you must have put some chemical things there to make it, capsulated in encapsulated form. But it's just a technology.
Wow.
There's nothing like chemical. It's a technology that you put the capsule in the machine, then you fill it, and it becomes usable. And you see today now, you see that an average herbal practitioners in Nigeria now have their product in a capsulated form. That's the developments I've been able to put in the practice of herbal medicine in Nigeria.
Right,
so
sir.
that's exactly what happened.
As the chairman of YEM-KEM International, what are your daily duties? How do you carry out every of your daily tasks?
Well, I think my daily duty is that it's normal thing. Normally, I have a factory where we produce our products. At times, maybe once or twice in a month, I supervise my production.
Personally.
Personally, I supervise all the operation of. I go to the factory at times. At times, I go to factory every day. At times, maybe twice in a week. So, because I have to monitor, especially when we have a product we want to produce, I make sure I monitor it. When we source our products, most of the raw material that we use in the preparation of our herbal products, we give it to most of these people in the local areas. Wow. That help us to source it. When they supply it to the factory, I have to be there to make sure and confirm that what they supplied was genuine and it's okay. Wow. Then before we now go into the production phase, in the production phase, and which I personally supervise. Then in the area of consultation, like our office is being run Monday to Saturday, and because of the expansion of YEM-KEM International, I'm able to train some people as a consultant, because it's not possible for me to be in Lagos at the same time to be in Abuja, at the same time be in Ibadan, because we have a branch in Ibadan, we have branch in Abuja, we have branch in Ekiti, we have branch, before we have 48 branches in the 36 states of Nigeria.
Wow.
48 branches in 36 states of Nigeria. But because of these problems in the north, that time, we have to cancel most of our branches in the northern area. So, but what we are able to achieve is that we employ some people, some graduates, that I train to be a consultant, how to consult, and how to administer our product related to any kind of complaints, you understand, they bring to the company. Because the way I program the business is that all my products are well illustrated. There's a literature in each of my products, how it can be used, and how you can take it in terms of maybe the one you take in the morning or the one you take in the afternoon. All my products, they are well packaged. You understand me now? So as a consultant, when a patient comes to you and he or she complains, then you look at the problem and look at the product applicable to the remedy of that patient complaint. So that is, but in some cases, some patients will request that they wanted to see me personally, especially people that have a very serious issues. They used to refer them to me. Then there are some patients that they have a all spiritual cases is being referred to me. But when you complain of high blood pressure, you complain of diabetes, we have product for it. All the consultant needs to do is to prescribe the product that you need to take and tell you how many months you are going to take it. What are the nutritional advice? What are the things you have to abstain from food when you are taking the product? What are the things you can take when you are taking the product? Like when someone has high blood pressure and diabetes now, maybe such a person has been taking orthodox drugs for many years. Maybe you have been on drugs for 10 years. You don't expect to take herbal medicine within 2-3 days and you drop that orthodox drug. We don't do that. So this part of
the system is already
used to the drugs. So we normally advise our patient that, look, this is herbal medicine. It doesn't work like a magic like that. It's a gradual process because your body is a natural body. So what you are taking is a natural medicine. So it works with body. You cannot just drop the orthodox. We advise them maybe after 2-3 months, when they have been taking the orthodox drugs and the herbal medicine, just giving a gap of 2 or 3 hours, you can take the herbal medicine. So maybe after 2-3 months, the person can start to be dropping the orthodox drug because of the side effects. But we normally advise that when you have a serious cases, you can take the orthodox drugs and the herbal medicine maybe for 6 months. Then you can drop it. Because the body is programmed to the natural medicine you are taking. So even dropping the orthodox drug will not have effect in your body. Because as a man, when you have high blood pressure and diabetes, regardless of the effect of the medicine in your body, it has a lot of side effects in terms of There are a lot of people that comes here and complain that the dose they are taking has reduced them to be sexually zero. You understand? Because of the effect of the drugs they are taking. So they prefer to use natural medicine or traditional medicine, which they believe it is lesser effect, which they believe it is natural. They feel more comfortable. And if you look at it very well, before the arrival of orthodox drugs, what our forefathers, what are they using is traditional medicine. So even if you look at the origin of Western medicine, they originated from traditional medicine. All drugs, all orthodox medicine originated from traditional medicine. You understand? That is what our forefathers have been using. It's just the government have not been fair to our forefathers in terms of documentation of all this medicine. That is why in China today, they are so well more advanced than us, because the government have been able to educate the practitioners in terms of collecting their intellectual properties by documenting it for years. You understand? So there's a documentation. So it helps them a lot. And I used to tell people that there is no disease that our forefathers don't have the remedy. When they say cancer, in the Yoruba they call it àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ. When you say diabetes, one eat or sugar. When you say high blood pressure, they say ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru. So for them to have the Yoruba meaning to that disease, they must have the traditional remedy to it. You understand?
Yes,
and there is no way you can correlate the natural effect of natural medicine with orthodox drugs.
So they have...
Because the orthodox drugs, regardless of the effective, that is why when you take orthodox drugs now, when you have a malaria and you take orthodox drugs, you see that immediately you have the relief, right? 2 to 3 days you are relieved. 2 or 3 months after, that malaria will relapse again. Why? Because it's not part of the natural body. But when you take natural medicine for malaria, for the next 5 years, you might not experience it again. Because it's natural. There's a balance of equilibrium in the body of and the medicine you are taking. Yeah, you get me right now? Because natural medicine builds the immune system. You see, the word cure is in your body. When you take natural medicine, it builds your immune system to fight against that diseases. And the only medicine you can take that can build your immune system is natural medicine. Even the food you eat is natural, it's medicine. You understand? They use, through diet, if you have a particular disease now, with a diet regulations, they can control it and you'll be okay. That is why they say, let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food. So food itself is medicine. And that is why you see that the rate of high blood pressure and diabetes, especially globally, has increased. Why? It's because of the food that we consume on daily basis. Because today we don't have organic food now. We consume 70% of food we buy in the market, they are inorganic food. And most of this food, they use chemical fertilizers to groom most of them. And these are the food we buy on daily basis and we consume. And these are the foods that give us diabetes. In the olden days, maybe at the age of 80 or 90, you have diabetes. But now, you see a child of even 20 years having diabetes. Why? It's because of what we consume. It's because of what we eat. What you eat, what you consume, will dictate your state of health. The reason why our forefathers are very more active at the age of 70, 80, 90 is because of the food that they eat. They eat organic food. They don't eat all this kind of nonsensical food we have today. You understand? And that is why we used to advise our people that whatever they eat, they should try as much as possible to take some natural medicine that can flush all these things out and can build their immune system.
You said something concerning diabetes and IBP causing people not to be sexually active. can you recommend, sir, what drug to use in order to cure or lower these two diseases, in order to make the patient be more sexually active?
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, when, like a man now, having diabetes and high blood pressure, when they come to YEM-KEM International, we have a package for we have a package of drugs that we normally recommend for high blood pressure and diabetes.
Already packaged?
Yes, package, because for diabetes now, I think we have about almost like 5 products or 6 products, right? But we can recommend maybe 2. Then maybe later the person can come and say, okay, this 2 is very okay for me. We can place that person on 2. You understand? But basically, our major product for diabetes, this is one of it. They call it bitter leaf. This bitter leaf is very, very good. We are the first in Nigeria to have the bitter leaf in capsulated form.
So
This is organic bitter leaf capsule. It's very good for high blood pressure. It's very good for diabetes. In fact, it's a product that someone needs to be taking on daily basis, even when you are not diabetic or you don't have high blood pressure, because it builds your immune system, it regulates it to a very normal. But it's not only the bitter leaf that fall under the diabetic products. Likewise, for hypertension, this is called Hyponid. This Hyponid is in liquid formula that when you take it, it regulates your blood pressure to be normal. It makes you to very sleepy. One of the complications of high blood pressure is that when you are unable to sleep very well, because when you are hypertensive, you can have insomnia. Insomnia is when you are unable to sleep at night. But this product, when you take it, it will make you very sleep at night, and it regulates your blood pressure. With some other products fall under the high blood pressure that we have in YEM-KEM. Then, for a man that has problem of erectile dysfunctions, because most of the men that do come to YEM-KEM International that have these 2, even maybe diabetes or only high blood pressure, because of the effect of the drugs they are using, it has reduced their sexual active to nil. So we normally recommend Eroxy. This Eroxy is very good. It will activate their testosterone. You understand? Because this Eroxy is very good for the general well-being for a man. So when you take it, it will invigorate your system to be more active. Then this one, we call this one K2. This one is an advanced formula herbal medicine for sexual weakness. That when a man is weak sexually, or it has an erectile dysfunction, and his sexual activities is nil, when the man takes this product, the man will be very, very highly active sexually, this K2. But he has to be taking the Eroxy. This Eroxy is ready to be taken in the morning, even when you wake up. It's, before they call it Energy 2000, that's Energy 2000 that was transformed to Eroxy. You understand me now? So that was the way it Energy 2000. Yes. 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 So that is it. So it's very good for man. But this one was specifically produced for sexual weakness or erectile dysfunction. So for you to be very active sexually, very, very, very good. YEM-KEM International has been it's been long. We have been in the herbal practice for for 4 decades now.
Wow.
All these products, they are products that have been testified to be very fantastic. Yeah, for many years. It's not this product, they are not product of 2 or 5 years or 10 years.
Because now we have all
you see
this kind of product everywhere. So even funny names that
yes,
you'll be wondering.
It's normal. It's everywhere in the world. But for a wise person, then you have to look at the corporate image, the corporate integrity of a company you are dealing with. It's not a company that is 3, 4, 5 years ago. YEM-KEM is a company that is known for over 40 years. So we have a standard. We know what we are doing. You understand? But the only problem in Nigeria today that really amazed me is that average Nigerians, they want a very cheap things. That is why you see a lot of people producing fake products and put a very nonsensical price there. And average Nigeria will say this product is too expensive, forgetting that a good product, effective product, used to be very costly. But when you go, you see a good product and a bad product, they go to the same market. You understand?
So it is left.
And an average Nigerian, when they get to the market, when they say this product is 2,000 naira, this one is 500, an average Nigerian will prefer to buy the product of 500 naira and say that of 2,000 is too expensive, forgetting that that product of 2,000 naira is of high quality, is the best. But because of the price, he or she will prefer to buy the product of 500 naira, and that is what is happening in the market today. So some people, they will say YEM-KEM product is too expensive. YEM-KEM product is for rich people. It wasn't like that. YEM-KEM product is for everybody. Either you are rich or you are an average person or you are poor. You can buy our product. Some people will come and say, okay, that is why, okay, look at this bitter leaf now. We have it in 60 capsule. We have it in 30 capsule. If you cannot afford to buy the one of 60 capsule, you can buy the other one of 30 capsule. You understand? But the funny aspect is where the government needs to do is that 80 to 90% of people that advertise their product on the net, where is their origin? Where are they? Where is their factory? Where are they operating?
Where did they train?
That is it.
Because I was actually going there. You said your father was also a traditional medicine practitioner, same as your father. I was wanting to ask, did he actively groom you for this?
You see, let me tell you, traditional medicine is a knowledge you acquire from one generation to another generation.
That is the documentation we talked about.
Yes. Because let me tell you, I knew traditional medicine right from the age of 6 years old.
6.
You understand me now? And already I'm 60 years old now. So, right from the age of 6, my father will call you, regardless, even you are 4 years old. Because what my father will tell you, so come and do it, come and do this. You will tell you to come and do it. You understand me now? So virtually, this is a practice since I was born, my father was doing. You understand? The practice of traditional medicine has been in the family of AYENI for over 300 years. You understand me now? But my own aspect of this package of products now is because of my exposure. But my father, in fact, let's say 90% of my father's practice of spiritualism aspect of life.
That was the reason why you delved into spiritualism.
Yes, you understand me now? It is my own personal research. I was able to go out to, to make a research into most of these herbs and the rest like that. You understand? So, but most of the people now that say they practice herbal medicine, can they even identify most of the raw material when they see it? Many of them cannot identify. Oh, because many of them see that YEM-KEM is doing well. So many people just dabble into this practice without the knowledge, the primary knowledge. Are you getting me right now?
Yes, sir, I'm getting it.
They don't have the primary knowledge of it. And traditional medicine is a intellectual property. Are you getting me right now? Like the formula used to prepare this eroxy now, for you to tell me I should come and give you the lowdown, I will not give you the complete. Because it's my intellectual property. I can give, the only person I can transfer the knowledge to is my family.
Because you inherited it.
That is the fact. You understand? My grandfather is a traditional doctor, is an hunter. He's so powerful that he turned himself mystically into a live tiger. My grandfather doesn't use gun to kill any animals. He will turn himself into a live tiger and kill so many animals. He transferred that power to my father. My father decided not to do it. He just focused on treating people who have spiritual problems because they are very spiritually powerful. Are you getting that now? So that is just the past. You see, we have been in this part for years. People know YEM-KEM. But we used to advise our people because of all this online, on this, you see a lot of people talking jargons. Wow. But people should be able to think deeply and look at the corporate image of the person you want to go to. You look at the integrity, the people you have. Are you getting me right now? You see, it's just that it's like other multinational companies now. There are some companies in Nigeria that they have been in the system for years, so they have that corporate integrity that they cannot destroy it. But any small company can just come around and start to be imitating them or trying to be copy what they are doing, but they can't get it right.
You said in your words that as long as there is a Yoruba translation for any disease, then our forefathers have the cure. Does it mean that there is a cure for cancer and all other diseases that we've had that there is no cure for?
You see, I've said it, that for the fact that our forefather can translate that cancer into Àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ, automatically they have the remedy for it. You see, it's because there is no documentation for all these remedies. Many people, in the olden days, a lot of people have died with their wide knowledge of traditional medicine in Nigeria. Not only Yoruba land, though, even in Igbo, a lot of people have died because there is no proper documentation. I must tell you frankly that in the olden days, they used to have this problem of Àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ cancer, and they treat them and they get well. Are you forgetting that years back, many years that I knew of a woman that has a cancer of the breast, and the woman was treated, and the woman lived up to another 40 years together with the age. You understand? Because there is no documentation. And let me tell you, when someone is diagnosed of that cancer at a very early stage, if the person go to the right place where herbal medicine, traditional medicine are well prepared, that person will be totally cured. Because as of today, there is no direct cause of cancer.
Because it builds up.
No medical, there is the World Health Organizations established that cancer has no direct cause. There is no cause for it. They don't know the cause. Number two, there is no direct causes of high blood pressure and diabetes. All the causes of high blood pressure, all the causes of diabetes, they are predisposing factors. Wow. They are not direct cause.
Because as a layman in the medical practitioner that I am, we do hear that sugar is the cause of diabetes, sugar is the cause of diabetes. You even hear people...
Let me tell you the fact today. That is what they will tell you. Forgetting that in the olden days, like in Ekiti, in the olden days, our forefathers, my father will eat pounded yam in the morning. My father will eat pounded yam in the evening. My father, I've never in my life seen my father eating rice or eba, amala. He's pounded yam throughout of his life. Doesn't have diabetes, doesn't have high blood pressure. You see, it's because the food they eat is organic yam.
Natural.
They use organic yam to pound the yam for him. The kind of yam we have in the market today is not organic. It's yam being grown by, chemical fertilizers. Is the food that is given, is the food that is killing us in Nigeria, globally, is the food. Are you getting right now? It's the food. Most of the things they said is not good to eat. In the only days they eat, nothing happen to them. Because their immunity keeps stronger every day. Are you getting right now? It's everything depends on your body immunity. In the olden days, our forefathers, when they wake up in the morning, they will drink agbo, abeko. Tó bá tún lọ sóko, wá tún dé, wá tún mu agbo. Wọ́n á mú ẹ̀fọ́ lóko, wọ́n á já, wọ́n á gbó papọ̀, wọ́n á mú everything. How do you want them to get? They can't be sick. The environmental pollution is there, all these things there. You see, when you have a disease that they cannot be say, this is the cause. Something can just grow up in your body like this. Any growth that is abnormal, that they cannot establish the cause, they will say it's cancer. Right? Whereas in the olden days, if you have any abnormal growth, it happens to my grandmother. My grandmother, maybe I'm talking about 50 something years ago. My grandmother was sick. gbogbo ara màmá yẹn ló so ní kókó káàkiri ìyá tó bí ìyá mi gbogbo ara ẹ̀ látòrí báyìí ó sọ kókó if it is today they will say it's cancer. They brought the woman to Ibadan because my father was born in Ibadan. My father called all the traditional healers all together. And within 30 days, that woman was totally cured. Completely. In Ibadan, I can't count any. In fact, there are a lot of women from the University of Ibadan usage that they will refer them to my father for infertility. The same thing happened here. I've seen a lot of cases of women that they will say medically there is nothing wrong, but they don't have, they're not conceived. The husband will be okay, the woman will be okay, and there won't be pregnancy. It is when they go to the traditional area, they will give them some other traditional medicine, they will take it, and the woman will be conceived. You see, there are some things that happen in the traditional way of treatment that cannot be scientifically proved, but it happens. It's a reality.
And it is there.
It happens.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes,
so that is the fact. So most of these problems, okay, in 2020, when there was a COVID now, it beat all the intellectual capacity of all the medical world. Yes. You understand me now? Now, I and Kabesi Onofife, we came together to produce tube medicine we call Verozi to tackle COVID, together with the bitter leaf. That COVID, that Verozi is very good, is a very powerful immune booster. When you take it, it boosts your immune system. If you are talking of the local content is not by the word of the mouth. It has to be a practical. Today, how many botanical gardens do we have in Nigeria? We don't have. With any botanical garden we have in Nigeria is nothing to write about. You understand me now? As of today, Nigeria being the largest country in Africa, by today we're supposed to have the largest botanical garden in Africa. Today, Nigeria is supposed to have College of Natural Medicine.
Yeah, only natural medicines.
We are from the secondary school. Once you finish your secondary school, you can decide to go to College of Natural Medicine to go and study. That College of Traditional Medicine can develop to University of Traditional Medicine, where our young children can go and study traditional medicine from the first degree to the second degree to the PhD level. Are you getting that now? What the Chinese is making from their traditional medicine, being exports outside their country, it's a lot.
Billions of dollars.
It's a billions of dollars. The Chinese government, they are making billions of dollars from the exportation of their traditional medicine to the other part of the world. They are in Nigeria, they are other part of the other countries. In UK, they are there. In America, they are there. It's because the government established them.
You've cut across every aspect, but people do have different kind of ailments, and you've mentioned the 4 products that was first launched at YEM-KEM International. Is there any form of recommendation that you can say this product is effective for this? Because people have different kind of disease. I can have malaria, someone else can have fever, someone else can have typhoid, someone else can have whatsoever disease. Do we have all these products available with us now?
Yes, we have some products here on my shelf, basically here, but as I've already said, we have herbal medicine, traditional medicine for various diseases. It depends on your complaint that will determine the type of product we are going to recommend for you.
Because some people will come out with a certain product and say, this one cures this, it cures malaria, it cures fever, and they are always tagged as herbal medicine.
Let me tell you, you see, I've shown you some different medicine. YEM-KEM is not a company where they will say one medicine will cure 20 diseases. We don't believe in that. You know that some people, they will tell you, this product, it will cure 20. It's not possible. It's not possible. We have different products for different diseases. So when you call, you understand now, like someone who has a very So okay, someone who has a syphilis now, if an infection, or someone who has a gonorrhea now, we have different products for it. Are you getting me right now? You know, you cannot use product for bacterial infection by virus infection. Viral infection product is different from bacterial infections products. We have all these products, so it depends. You understand me now? Likewise, a man who has a problem of a low sperm count now, there is a low sperm count, there is a azoospermia. Low sperm count is when the sperm count is very low. Azoospermia is when there is no living cells in the sperm of the man. So you can't use the medicine to treat low sperm count to treat someone who has a azoospermia. There's a different medication for it.
Because at different bus stops, sir, you just
please, all those things, please, we just forget about all those ones. You understand now? You see, Nigeria is a country where different people with different choices. You understand? You know, if you go to the market now, some will go for low quality. You understand me now? For a material. If you buy a good material now, you will be sure that for the next 10 years, that material will still be there because the quality of the material will guarantee the number of years you can use it. Wow. You can use it. If you buy a low quality material, you understand, you are sure that within 3 days it will fade off. If you go to the market and buy clothes that is of low quality, once you wear it and you wash it, that's the end of the clothes. Like in YEM-KEM International, when the woman has fibroid, we look at the report of the X-ray. If the fibroid is big, we refer the woman to go to hospital to do the operation. Because when a fibroid is big to a certain extent, there is no medication traditionally that can cure the woman unless they remove that fibroid. But when the fibroid is very small, of small growth, there is medication for it. There's a medication for a fibroid that is not big. The medicine will shrink the fibroid, and at the same time, we allow the woman to be conceived, and they will give birth to the baby. And you understand me now? And once the woman conceives, give birth to the baby, that might be the end of the fibroid. But when the fibroid is so big, to an advanced stage, my brother, anybody that tells you that go and take this medicine, you will the way you deliver baby, you are going to deliver the fibroid, is a lie. It can happen. We don't deceive people here. Right. You understand me now? But medically, traditionally, when a fibroid is operated, when the woman has a fibroid and the woman has been operated in the hospital, we normally advise the woman to come to our company to start taking herbal medicine so that fibroid will not regrow or regerminate. Because a lot of women, when they operate fibroid and they did not conceive on time, that fibroid will regrow. I've seen in cases of where some women will operate fibroid up to 3 times. But when you operate fibroid, 3 months, 90 days after, start taking herbal medicine that will suppress the growth of the fibroid, and you'll be conceived.
Dr. Sir, you are the national president of Herbal Therapy Society of Nigeria. Number one, when did this breakthrough, when did it come? Like, when did you have your final breakthrough? Like, okay, this, because as we are coming into the complex, we saw it was commissioned by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the year 2001. Then he was the governor of Lagos State. When did you hit this breakthrough, sir? And also, finally, what advice will you give Nigerians, everybody, in order to adequately maintain their general well-being?
You see, my breakthrough, when I came to Lagos with nothing. And
Lagos was the...
Yes, I was, although I've started practicing the traditional medicine since 1982. That was right from Kano. Even in my school days, I used part of the money I made from the parties to pay most of my school fees. Wow. You understand? So before I came to Lagos in 1985, and the breakthrough I think I had was when a friend of mine, we were schoolmates, he's the one that came to my house in Shomolu and say, Ayeni, they want to do international trade fair in Badagry, this international complex. There was no market there. That Badagry that international trade fair is purely for trade fair complex. No market, nothing. They do it at that time. So a friend of mine came to my house in Shomolu, and that was 1991, and said that Ayeni, there was an international trade fair they wanted to do, that he would like me to come and participate, and if I can have a stand in Ondo State Pavilion. Because at that time there was no Ekiti State, it was Ondo State. So in fact, he's the one that used his money to buy the form for me. So I went to the trade fair. At that time, the LWTV, they are the one that used to come and carry, NTA 7 and LWTV. They used to come and...
Lagos Weekend Television.
Yeah, they used to come there to feature most of the exhibitors. So I'm the only person. Let's say I'm the only person who stand as a Abba practitioner under the Ondo State Pavilion. It was that time the governor then was Olumilua. That was governor for Ondo State.
So your stand was only the stand.
I'm the only person who exhibits traditional medicine. The rest are other products. You understand? So that was the beginning. And in the night, when I got home, I saw myself in the television talking. So the second day, there was a little patronage. You understand? The exhibition was just for 7 days. So then the following week, there was traditional medicine trade fair at Tejusho, Yaba.
Mainly
pure for traditional medicine. So a classmate of mine as well, he lives in Yaba. He also came to me because he saw me in the television. And I said, Ayeni, Moriado television, no. Obviously, international trade fair, he tell you show that he would like me to come. I said, how much is the money? I gave him. He helped me, he bought the form. So I moved my goods, everything, to Teju show. We had to start everything. That was the beginning of my popularity. You see, that very day, the first day of the traditional medicine trade fair, they interviewed me just for 5 minutes. So I told the people at home that this is Alafia Tayo. For those of you that have come to international trade fair, you're unable to see me, you can come to NTA Teju show. That's the following day, I attended to over 200 people.
Wow.
Because a lot of people that came to international trade fair, they were unable to see me because I was inside the pavilion. So after many searching for me, they just go. So that Teju show, because they used to show my program every day. And for the fact that I've been to international trade fair, they were unable to see me, they now use the opportunity to come and see me at Teju show. Then after the traditional medicine trade fair, the general manager of NTA Teju show, Mr. Bode Alalade, was the GM. He's the one that called me and said, Ayeni, you have done well. You had the best patronage. Now, I would like me to have a 30 minutes program on the television. That is how I started having 30 minutes program in the television. That gave me the popularity massively.
Wow.
You understand? Before I now started to do a drama presentation to illustrate of disease.
And that was how Alafia.
That's what Alafia came about.
Okay. Your general advice to people concerning their well-being in few sentences.
Well, my advice for people is to take care of their health very well, because the greatest asset you have in life is your health. You might have 100 houses, you can have $200 billion in the house, you can have 100 cars. If your health is not good, if you neglect your health, everything you have is nothing. If you lose something else, right, you can still regain it. But if you lose your health, you might not regain it again. So your health is very important. And we used to tell our people that they should be careful of what they eat. They should be careful of what they consume. What is killing people today is what they eat, what they consume. And people should be mindful of their health. People should not compromise when you are rich. Then you don't have any other thing to negotiate with your health. If you can buy a cloth of 200,000, then you should be able to buy products that is good for you, health-wise, of 300,000. If you can buy a car of 10 million, then you should be able to use 15 million naira to take care of your health. Because it's that your health. If you are sound health-wise, then you will be able to live long to enjoy what you have labored for, what you have worked for. Wow. But it's so bad in Nigeria is that some people can buy a car of 50 million. You can build a house of 100 million. Telling them to come and buy a product of 20,000, they say it's too expensive for clothing. That's and at the end of the day, they go and buy the fake. You see, our people, even they encourage people that are doing fake products. Because Nigeria, they know that. So people intend to produce nonsensical products. You understand? Forgetting that when you buy high quality products, you see the effect in your body.
Some people do say herbs don't have age. In fact, while growing up, we do see people just take herbs of any quantity and say, you take this, take it.
You see, let us be sincere with ourselves. I don't believe with that assumption. It's just a matter of calling a dog a bad name in order to hang it. Our forefathers, despite the fact that they are not educated, they are not exposed, but when it comes to the practice, traditionally, I think they are more knowledgeable. It's a native intelligence. Let me tell you, my father is not educated. My father is not exposed. But when it comes to traditional medicine, my father is a guru. My father is a friend to 16 traditional rulers in the Western region years back. Traditional, they are friends to him because of the powerful capacity he has. Let me tell you, there is nobody, no traditional medicine practitioner in the olden days. I'm not even talking of today, that will give you a medicine and will not tell you how to are going to use it. When they give you medicine, in most of their products is either in liquid or powder. Even if it is in powder, they will tell you take small tablespoon. Take the tablespoon to take this powder. Either you put it in the ogi or you put it somewhere else. What they will tell you, right? They will give you measurements. Even if it is in liquid, when they give you medicine in liquid form, they will tell you either you take it with 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon.
Or the cover.
They don't use cover, it's the spoon. They will tell you. You understand me now? That is the local way of telling you how you are going to use your medicine. So there's a dosage in the native way of using their traditional medicine. The only thing that is lacking in the practice of traditional medicine in the olden days is the packaging. It's packaging. You see, and that is the level they think they can. But tí bàbá tèmi bá ṣe oògùn nísìn, ó lè rọ́ sínú ṣẹ́rẹ́, àbẹ́ẹ̀kọ́. Á tún mú owó ẹyọ, á so mọ́ lára, á tún fẹ̀jẹ̀ pa dáadáa, ó lè ṣe é wò dáadáa. That is the way they believe they can produce the product. While I was young, I think I was 8 years old. My father was not around. I gathered children in the area where we live. Ogun tí bàbá mi ṣe tó gbé sínú yàrá, inú ògò ló rọ ogun yẹn sí, mo bá lọ gbé, mo bá àwọn ọmọ yẹn mo ní come out because that is nǹkan tó ń ṣe lójú mi ni. That is what the party. There are many, almost like 50 of them. Mo wá lọ gbógun yẹn, mo ń bùlé wọn lọ́wọ́, mo ní kó máa dà sẹ́nu. Ogun tó dẹ̀ jó ni, èmi ń gbà sójú, ó dà sí gbogbo ara. They were using the medicine when my father came in.
So he returned and
He shouted, if that medicine is poison, that is how I would have killed all the children in the community. Are you telling me now? So my father now said that, okay, at that point, my father decided not to, when my father produced medicine, my father will not put it inside the bottle. He will put it inside shere, awa to where you have to silara, ameja afi pa, afi yesi lori. So when you see it, you fear.
be scared already.
You be scared to go. You understand me now? That is the only way. But in the Western knowledge, that you know there are some products that when you buy it, children cannot even open it. Even in abroad, when you buy products, they will start to try to open. They will not, because
They have to.
yes.
Some they do it anti-clockwise.
Yes.
When you try opening it.
That's it. But in the traditional way, baba yẹn máa dress here. Wọ́n á fi owó ẹyọ sí, wọ́n á fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ pa, wọ́n á gbogbo ẹ̀. Gbogbo owó ẹyọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń fi pa gbogbo kìíní yẹn tó dẹ́rù bá àwọn èèyàn yẹn kọ́, òun kọ́ ló máa jẹ́ kó oògùn yẹn ó ṣiṣẹ́. No.
Wow.
It is the content. N tó wà nínú ṣẹ́rẹ̀ yẹn ló máa jẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́. That makes sense. Are you getting me right now? So the issue of they don't have dosages and that is wrong. It's just assumptions to discredit the practice. But now, okay, they will say herbal medicine is too bitter. How to corrode you? Now we have all our products that are in capsules. My product, when you see the packaging of our product, hardly you can believe it's being produced in Nigeria. So people will say, I produce medicine in abroad, I bring it to Nigeria. No, it's because of the standard, the packaging. You understand? We have a distributor in UK. If our products in a package form, it will be very difficult for the person, for the woman selling it to sell it. I do take my product to all parts of the world. I've showcased my product in many parts of the world. Hilary Anderson, the BBC, came to Nigeria to interview me as far back as 1990. That should be maybe 1997. Hilary Anderson from BBC. He came to Nigeria to interview me. John Kent from CNN, 1998. He came to Nigeria to interview me. You understand me now? So we have developed our medicine. Like in YEM-KEM International now, most of our product that is in liquid form, we have measurement cup on top of it. We have measurement cup that once you open the bottle, for many years, many customers don't even see me. They don't. A lot of customers are coming to YEM-KEM offices to buy our product. They don't need to see me because the product, it has a literature, it has all the information. Simple. Whatever any question you want to ask the consultant. You understand me? So it's only when on serious cases that they refer the patient to me. You understand me now? So it's just a way of saying it has no measurement. No. The herbal medicine in Nigeria has gone beyond that. Far. You understand? Today, most of the herbal products we have in our company is well packaged than most of the Western medicine abroad. Even the herbal medicine from China and other parts of the world. You understand? We have gone far beyond that. Yes.
Away from health talks we've heard from the horse's mouth, and we will be delving into how life has been with Dr. AKINTUNDE Ishola Ayeni. He is someone whom I personally have been hearing about since my childhood days, because my father will tell you, Ogun YEM-KEM confirmed, and he is celebrating his 6th decade on the land of the living. Doctor, sir, how does it feel to be 60?
Yes, I feel happy. I feel very happy. And you see, for any human being to be on this planet for 60 years old, it's not a small journey. I feel happy, and I pray to God to give me more good health so that I can live up to 100 years.
Wow. September is the month of celebration.
Yeah.
And everybody is so agog. Friends, family, well-wishers. Even I personally, I pray God Almighty spare our lives. How excited are you for that day?
Well, sometimes you can say that you feel when you are happy, you have got everything. You see, for you to be alive, you are very healthy, all the 4 components of your body is intact, you feel very happy, you feel elated. You give glory to Almighty God for sparing your life, that I'm blessed, because many people that we started together, many have gone. You understand? Many people that you put together, many of them, they are not even up to your, financially, they are not blessed. But for you to have been blessed to this stage of mind, I think we need to glorify to God. And I'm blessed with children, I think.
In 2018, you were awarded the Distinguished Song. And I have friends, particularly many of my friends, I will mention the name YEM-KEM. They will be like, Babani. And me, I just want to know, everybody wants to know personally, how is your social life? How do you go out to socialize? And how do you enjoy your free time?
Well, I'm not a socialite person, but I do go to parties that are very, very close to me, very important to me. I go to parties regularly, but I'm not a socialite person.
You don't socialize?
I know that I socialize with friends. I socialize with most of my mates. I socialize with family, friends, but not a socialite person that are very, very deep. You understand me now? So I'm not a party-goer person unless that party is very, very important to me. So, because I'm always very busy. The nature of my work, does not allow me to be too much social like that.
I was actually going there. As a CEO of an international group, how are you able to maintain your role as a father, a family man, a father figure, and the business?
So, it's so easy. That is why I said the nature of my business does not allow me to be more socialized like that. So, because I'm very much occupied on daily basis with the nature of my business. So it's only maybe Saturday or Sunday from chance. Then I go to 1 or 2 occasions and I attend to some friends. That's all.
At 60, what has life taught you? How can you describe the journey so far?
Well, it has been very tough. Very tough. I said I came to Lagos, I was living in 1 bedroom before I got to this level. I used to tell my children that life is not bed of roses. And this life is ephemeral. It's not a journey that is very smooth. To me, I have a very rough journey. I have so many challenges in business and other things, But I thank God that I'm alive today, because if you came to, you came to Lagos, you are living in 1 bedroom, from 1 bedroom to 3-bedroom flats, from 3-bedroom flat to your own personal house. From your personal house, you are able to build different mansions. You understand? So when I was building this head office in 2001, as at that time, this Ikotungbeda Road is not as popular as this. This YEM-KEM Plaza opened the gate. It's like a gateway of commercial activities to this environment. You understand? And the same thing applicable to Ekiti when I was building the Pathfinder Hotel. Before I built Pathfinder Hotel in Ado, practically there wasn't anything there in terms of economic activities. It was when the hotel was opened in 2007 that a lot of economic activities are coming to Ekiti. Before the Pathfinder Hotel, there is no hotel you can pinpoint as a 2-star, even, let's say 1 star. But 2-star hotel is very difficult to see, being the capital of Ekiti State, until I built a world-class hotel in Ado. And you understand? In fact, what inspired Baba Fe to build Abuad University was Pathfinder Hotel. Because Baba Fe was the chairman of the occasion in 2007 March, when I was doing the commissioning of the hotel. And Baba told me that, you have inspired me. And Baba told me that he wanted to build a university in Ibadan. In fact, he has acquired the land. wọ́n fẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ university yẹn ni mo ṣí. Immediately baba cancel project yẹn ní Ìbàdàn, they now brought it to Adikiti. That is what gave birth to Abuaji. That is why he said, you are truly a pathfinder. And now I'm truly a pathfinder. Because when we started this traditional medicine, many people don't believe it can be so accepted. It can be so lucrative like this. It can be so well known like this. It was me, through my programs, through my advertisement programs, and you see a lot of interviews, international interviews. I've granted a lot. You understand? So when people saw the way I was doing the job, you know, it interested a lot of people to part, you know, I part the way for them
to come into the business.
To come into the business. You understand? So YEM-KEM, you understand me now? Because I did well. And when this office, this head office, Timokoi, is the first magnificent building, see, Haba partition Amako in Nigeria is the first. In fact, many people don't believe. I'm talking of 2001. That's about 22 years ago. They don't believe. And this complex was built within 9 months. You understand? So they don't believe. You understand? Because there is no who is who in Lagos that doesn't know me, that doesn't come to me. Because what I practice is genuine. It's your way, you know. Are you getting me right now? So it is advice to me come up when you want to in anything you are doing, try to be very honest, try to be very, you know, straightforward, and try not to dabble into things you don't know. You understand? They should be focused. Because you see some people come into the practice not to develop it, but to make money. And once they make the money, they get away from the business. When we started, whatever we made, we invest the money into the development of the herbal medicine. In 2013, my factory in Lagos got burned. That was a fire tragedy. That was the factory I produced Oshomo bitters. You remember that Oshomo bitter was the first indigenous bitters in Nigeria. It was well accepted. But only God knows what happened. The factory got burned. I lost 560 million one single day. Wow. But the product gave me money. I used 95% of the money I made from the product to build the largest factory, herbal factory in Nigeria. My factory is in Ogun State. I built the factory on 4 acres of land. That is the biggest, the largest herbal factory in Nigeria today. It's so bad that when we completed the factory, by the time we came back to the market to relaunch the product back, most of the people that we arrested for faking that product, they are already in the business. They have flooded the market. They bastardized the market. You see, the mechanism the government need to put in place to checkmate all these quacks is very important. Because there is no control. Anybody can just wake up tomorrow and say, I have this product too, and that person will be blowing advert left and right and be saying nonsense. So it's really affecting we, the big players in the industry. You understand? Because there are a lot of big players in this industry that are complaining bitterly. You understand? So that is where it said some people came into this practice to make money and get away. Some people will come into the practice, make money, use the money to develop the practice. If we don't develop the practice, a lot of people will not come in there. But it's so saddening that a lot of people that came into the business because they know that I want to anyway they are doing well. You know, Nigeria is a country where if you have a business now, that you are doing well in the business, before you know it, people will rush into that business and mess it up. That is what is problem now. That's not control. They don't have the idea. They are looking for someone to bring an idea. You understand me now? Before, how many bitters do you have in the market? Alomo bitters. Alomo is from Ghana. It's not Nigerian product. Second by Osoma bitters. But today now, go to the market. We have the bitters in the market is more than 500. Useless. You understand? And they use all this avenue of publicity to publicize all these nonsensical products. So there's no control here. That's the problem we have in this country.
All right, Dr. Sir, we've heard so much from you. In fact, this interview session has been more of educative than actually an interview session. So thank you very much, sir. It is so good talking to you, and you help us understand the do's and don'ts and also broaden our view concerning this. So as regards the 60th birthday, everybody is looking forward to it. What should people be looking out for?
That is
what to get from the horse's mouth?
Well, it's just I'm not doing a big party. I'm not doing the 60th birthday is going to be just a very lively one, just to give praise to the Almighty God. It's going to be very light, not something very big. That is why you see what has actually helped me is that I'm a man of determination.
So the determination
I'm a man of focus. I'm a man of creativity. You understand? I faced like I've already said before, that I've faced so many challenges. I face challenges, I battle challenges, and I overcome challenges. Understand? You see, for me to have get to this stage in my life, I've seen so many things in business. I've seen so many things in life, but it's part of what you are destined to pass through. I used to advise the young ones that you don't need to be too fast in life. You can be fast, but not to be too fast. You can be ambitious, not to be over ambitious. Are you getting me right now? Because the journey of 10 years, some people would like to make it to be 1 year, and that will be a problem. This life is a gradual process. You understand? So for me to have attained this age in life, I give glory to God, despite all the challenges, left and right. It's part of what I've designed myself for. I'm a very focused person. I'm a determined person. You understand? So that is my only advice for the young ones, that they should be focused. They should be, they should be creative in mind. Going to university to read does not make you to be a billionaire. You understand? Bill Gates, I don't think he's a university graduate. Now he produced a product that is world accepted globally, as making billions of dollars. Aliko Dangote, I don't think he's a university graduate. He's the richest man in Africa. So it's a creativity, it's an idea. You understand? But at the same time, you have to be focused. You understand? So, and be disciplined. Those are the three keys. So when you are focused, you are creative-minded, and you are disciplined, then you can get to where you want to get in life.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sir. We are so happy getting to talk to you, getting to hear from you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.